It's Saturday, April 14th, 2007, and it's tea time.
It's in the hole!
With C.J. McDaniel and Lisa DiPaolo, I'm Dan Potter. Coming up on this week's Tea Time Radio, brought to you by Glenmorangie, Scotland's favorite single malt whiskey. C.J. and Lisa's thoughts on the Masters.
I just kept on rolling that ball, and it was my day, I guess. Pretty lucky.
Legendary golf course designer Pete Dye is our special guest.
Do you think your golf courses are too hard?
Well, you build them for different places. People fly all the way over Scotland to play St. Andrews, and it's a hard golf course.
Ben Crenshaw tells us how he got his start in Bend There. And CJ's Dead Aim commentary takes aim at faith on the golf course. All coming up on this week's edition of Tea Time Radio. This portion of the program on Tea Time Radio is devoted to making you a better golfer, whether it's through the latest gadget to help you shoot better, whether it's a book to help you maybe get your mental game on.
A gimmick, a gadget.
Or a gadget, any of those things, or how to improve your body, how to make yourself a better player physically, which Lisa DiPaolo, of course, works at 3-4 hours a day,
she doesn't
7
need
days
any
a
of
week. No.
All the time, guys.
The guy we're going to call on for this advice is Ted Vicky. Hi, Ted.
Hi, how you doing, Dan?
Doing great. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Ted's got a pretty decent background as the executive director of the White House Athletic Center for how many years? Gosh, were you there 11, 12 years?
Sure. 11 years from Bush 1 to Clinton to Bush 2.
Wow.
Did you?
Hey.
I'm just thinking, athletic director at the White House. Did you field some championship softball teams?
We did, and we always hit them to the fence. But, during the Clinton years, there was a new golf term that was coined. CJ
really?
and Lisa, you guys probably never used it, but Dan, you and I probably use it in every round.
What's that?
It was called the Billigan.
The bully.
Bill Clinton was notorious for taking multiple mulligans. So
Give me a
in the middle of the
Billigan.
fairway.
Yeah.
The Billigan.
Tell us kind of an interesting story that might have happened to you sometime during that 11 or 12 years.
Well, CJ, there's an actual putting green outside of the Oval Office.
That was put in by President Eisenhower, right?
President Eisenhower put it in there, and the rumor was that after Eisenhower left office, President Kennedy had to refinish the floor because of President Eisenhower's spike marks walking out of the Oval Office out to the putting green every day.
Which president had the hardest time controlling his temper playing golf?
Hardest one controlling the temper. It was probably President Nixon.
Really?
Yeah, he was fond of blurting out. He hit a bad shot and he'd yell out, "Oh, that one didn't count."
Well, it's better than shouting out an expletive, I guess. But
well, that's true.
What is the one thing that golfers should be thinking about in their health?
When we'd work with golfers or really anyone that's exercising, the three components: cardiovascular fitness, strength training, and flexibility. Now, CJ, as you know, I had the opportunity 2 weeks ago to play at Pebble Beach, and it was a fantastic opportunity. And I was really concerned because it was the first time out, so I really focused on my flexibility. I had about a month to prepare and really focused 2 times a week doing flexibility exercises. Actually did Pilates. Lisa, you may have done Pilates in the past, but I played better this first round, even at Pebble, than I have in years past. So my big thing now is working on the flexibility.
Well, isn't there a Pilates for golf out now?
There is. Pilates for golf. Butch Harmon has just joined on board to be an endorser of that, and we'll talk about the Pilates for golf and some of the principles that they do in future shows.
Ted, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for being part of Tea Time Radio.